Hey folks. What am I playing? Am I playing Dead Simple? No. I'm playing a map from around about this time last year actually. It's by Lily Waves. It's called Lily's Epic Tech Base of Doom. Lily says, I've been mapping for 2 years and yet I've never released a vanilla map. So here's a tech base to remedy that. I was inspired by Brad Spencer's amazing work in Alien Vendetta mainly, along with some stuff from TNT. This is vanilla, comp level 2. It's in map 7 for sector 666 related reasons. Cool. Should take you about 20-30 minutes. It's a somewhat hard level. My only advice is respect the chainsaw and have fun. I can respect the chainsaw. Credits not applicable. Base, new from scratch. Build time, a few days. Editors used. UDB. Let's go. Yeah, cool. Alright. There's the chainsaw I have to respect. Oh, cool. So eventually I will come back and there will be a plasma gun at a crossroads in the exit. Weird. Okay, I've got loads of bullets. I can see there's a secret over here, and I can see this texture in this mine. Yep. Okay. Ooh, there's a missing texture here. I'm playing on DSTA Doom. Missing texture here as well. How very odd. This is odd. Is this all one big lift? Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit. Okay. With. That was okay, so we've got loads of. I like that stacked weaponry. Man, the yellow key is wow, cool. I want it. And there's a red door there. Shotgun display. It's nice. I like it when the machine gun, chain gun is the main weapon. Nice lighting. So what's in here? Oh, and the. I was just thinking of. Was that guy already dead? What is this? That guy can't hit me. That's a common thing. What it happens is sight on, and people can't hit you when they think they do. They can, but it happens masses with arachnotrons. I don't know quite what it is. They seem to have a very distorted, because usually it will just happen with like, there's a slight angle problem. Yeah, arachnotrons are always doing this thing of going like, sitting down and firing. To the point I don't consider it a bug really. So does this close that? Yeah. Cool. Oh, there's another guy around there. And that's another exit. Okay. So maybe the plasma is not... that's interesting. Let me just go back to the beginning. So I was thinking there would be some kind of... Oh no, we can't get back through there. Okay, but I can see a switch. So maybe maybe the blue key will lead through to that outdoor area we saw in the beginning, or the starting area. Anyway, let's carry this on. I'm just going to check, is this a lift? No, but it is interactive. So maybe it'll... yeah, we'll see. That's not anything. What's this? This looks odd. Okay, this lower call. Mysteriously quiet. Oh, okay. Chain gunners. Okay. Yeah, that's my typical obsession with infighting. I really love it when chain gunners can fight mid-tier enemies to the point where I would just do really stupid stuff. So what does respect for chainsaw mean? Should I be using it there, do you think? I haven't really been given cause of it, you know? I do like the lighting and the general style. There's some chunky kind of things like that big kind of wall. Nice. I'm always interested in that. You know, you get some maps where you get like, they will give you a shotgun. A shotgun will be presented to you as a pre-populated item. But there's also other parts where it's like you'll just kill a shotgunner and get it that way. This one, the shotgunner is already dead. I've got quite a lot of shells. I'll use this one because it's higher DPS shotgun. I'll save it for the situations where it matters. I do like the switch and slow moving door. I'm going to save here in case I lose. Again. Wow. That. Whoa, okay. That's stupid. Can I run across there? No, it's far too big a gap, isn't it? I guess that's really interesting. At the beginning, if you look behind us, there was an exit sign. But then we ventured over to, where we got the shotgun, and we could see into an area where there was a blue door with exit, a blue key door with exit written on it. And here we have what looks like an exit door as well. Except it just... okay, it's not an exit door. Like this. Huh. Whereas this does open towards the door marked exit. That's interesting. interesting monster closet. Doesn't really seem to make sense in this context, I think. Oh god, we get locked into everywhere. What's this gonna do? Oh, that just opens that? That's a bit odd. So I had to kill 3 imps, and I couldn't just run away from the imps because I had to press a switch. But I didn't achieve anything in here, other than coming in, killing the imps, and getting out. Feels a bit silly to me. So should I try running across there? I might actually. Yes, I can. That's gonna kill me. What does the switch do? So there is some health over there. I don't think I'm going to do that now. Well, if I can, I'll do it when I've got more health. Right, kind of hurting for ammo. Okay, we've got a lot of health, which makes me pretty worried. Computers we can walk over. Lots of switches in weird configurations. So what do you think these are going to do? Broken switch. And is this Caco indicative? Is this Caco showing this is a monster closet and there are other monster closets? Okay, it's a stair builder up to this other switch. Oh my fuck, okay. These just open up. Okay, I get my first armor, that's cool. What's in the next situation? Okay, I don't quite have the resources to deal with them, so I'm going to try and make a fight with whatever's in here and in here. This one's broken because it's already open. Yes, I see that. Oh shit. Why is this one? Right, run from that. Great, that is what I needed. Okay, and I get the health back. I think the health is pretty judicious, and the way the way the goodies are spaced out, like the health, ammo, all the resources, very good, I think. But I've got to deal with this now. Cyber demon. There's... Okay, I've still got this one. And it's the red key. Cool. Has he got the blue key behind him? Okay. I like this a lot, actually. So what's the red key allows me to go back here. That's opened up again. This is cool. I like the progression. The exploration progression is really nice. That's interesting. Normally you just do a red activated switch. There's a door that reveals a switch. What's happened to this? What? Hello? Oh no, there is. Just kill this victim. Okay, so is he? Oh no, there he is. I do like the corpses as well. good flavour here. Oh man, this is all trashed. I'm really being kept on my toes with this sauce, man. Damn, what's this do? Okay. That's not going to do anything for me for a while, so it's just like, if you forgot to press that and then you get up there, then you're screwed. That's it, I mean, it's not a bad thing, it's just getting silly. Okay, do I have to run to that? I don't think I can. Do I have to risk going in the soup? I really like the brokenness of this door. It's really good, and the bricks as well. Okay, so I can teleport out if I realise I know where to go, but I can't actually see what I would do. Whoops. Yeah, that's just odd. Like, what am I going to do? The red key opened up this area. There's nowhere else for me to go that I can see. There's a space across there, and there's a space up there, but I don't see how I can get to them. It's a hard to make thing. There's nowhere... Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, maybe there's something hidden back there? Let's have a look. No, there isn't. So... I need that yellow key. Or is that just saying like there is another way to get... I've got to backtrack and try and find another way to get the yellow key. And there's also the feeling that the yellow key gives you like masses of goodies, doesn't it? You're laughing when you get the yellow key. You get like all the plasma mega armor. So I think that's like perhaps even optional stuff. You need to kill the cyber demon, which will then give you the blue key, which will then allow me to exit. That's what I think is going to happen. Oh, hello. Cool. Backtrack. That shows off a bunch of Imp, please. Every little helps. I've got a few more resources now, but I'd rather not waste them on a cat. Yes, thank you. Wow. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. I was real fitted by that, but that's quite delightful, actually. Because I was thinking, like, I'd be coming from here through to there, after finding out my way through there, but no, it's the other way round. And it's just this unexpected thing. Sometimes you've got to make the player backtrack, and hey, something's changed. That's cool, I like that. Okay, we got another one of these lowering walls. Okay, so whatever opens this will allow me to go through into the slime area and possibly get the yellow key. And that would allow me to kill the cyber demon, which will, because that will give me access to the armory. I'll then be able to kill the cyber demon once I've finally got... Because there's ammo starvation up until that point, I'm guessing there's a way this works. Alternatively, I could go through here. What does it do? open this, or it opened this. It can do that. Close up on me. Okay. I'm gonna save. Hey, here I am. Well deserved ammo. What else have we got? Is that it? That feels like not enough. Okay, what kind of enemies were those? Okay, trivial ones. The little shotguns, the shells at the end of these things. Okay, so I don't know what that did. This also looks like it could be something that didn't trigger. Alright, I need to get back. So what did that do? That switch? I don't know. Maybe it's a secret? It feels, because that whole area feels optional in hindsight. Let's grab another one of these in case we need it. I like the way there's several. Go through here. Hey. This is going to open up all this. Okay, that's blocked me somehow. What did that do for me, that switch? It revealed some monsters, but I'm still blocked from this. What's this? There's something secret here. Is it just this? Yeah, that's a secret. Weird. I don't get this. Where am I going to go? Oh, here, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, well, that's nice, I guess. Right, okay. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Awesome. I think I dealt with that situation very well, personally. Hell yeah. because I'm a fool, I didn't... Oh no, there are some health packs left around here, and there's some back here, so it's good that I can backtrack. Oh, this whole area is dark. And there was one more... Oh, I think there's several more in the actual cyber demon room, but there's one more in the armory. I'll get that. One thing I will say for this map is that... Oh, brilliant, there's two more here. Is that I'm usually not very good at remembering where things are or wayfinding, and on this map, it's not a problem at all. So well done. That's Where is he? Okay, so I don't... Wow, I thought... I like the way this is playing with me, because I was thinking like, yeah, I've got all that ammo and I can deal with a cyber demon, and it's like, you're going to have to deal with a lot more. That archfighter is really cool, because these mid-tiers that come out with it. I hope there's no more. So... There's still half the kill count to go. What's that about? Is it just this now? Just enough ammo. What's my next one going to be? Kind of frazzled. There's so many enemies left. I thought this was like the end. But no. And the exit being here is good, because it's like, I don't know, there's this kind of feeling of approaching endgame. The pacing on this is so good. I said near the beginning, like, I thought the progression was cute. Apart from this bit, this is really weird. This is really weird. Like, first of all, I think it's kind of like bugged that none of these guys can hit you when you kill all of them. But then you're like, okay, what's in this room? And it's like, oh, I can't get into there. But there are 3 imps, and I can't just walk out away from the imps. I have to deal with them and switch this before I get back. It's kind of like a bit anticlimactic, a bit pointless, I think. But what else was I saying? Apart from that, early on, I get like the progression is fun. It's like there's backtracking, it's going back and forth, really rewarding backtracking. I haven't seen backtracking like this in ages. Like even in like kind of like, yeah, no, it's a rare skill, really rare skill. So fantastic progression design. But like, yeah, the way it's kind of telegraphed early on because of that backtracking, because there's like, well, there's that yellow room full of all that good stuff, and there's that cyber demon. You're going to need something heavier to deal with him. Like, that sets me up. But I also know there's an exit out there. There's that exit door, which is like, that seems kind of major. And there's this blue door that I know that is labelled exit. So that's all hanging in my mind all this time that I've been on this adventure, about the back of my head. And that really helps build pacing, really feeling a sense of achievement and reward. So, nice work. Okay, what does that do? That's going to open this door. It looks like the exit, that's going to open this door. Further challenge behind it. notes on this one. Very useful. The different textures are interesting here. On the right and on the left. It is what it is. It's interesting, I just noticed that, like, me kind of watching my ammo. And again, yeah, no, it's so well paced, the ammo. Like, I'm thinking, Doom can be so good with that and make me think, like, no, but I want this ammo for this type of thing. And, you know, it's really particular what you can use different types of ammo for and the different weapons that use them. And I'm just thinking, I was talking, because my first love was Quake. I just love that game. The atmosphere is incredible. The aesthetics are just so powerful. The vibes are great. But then much later in life, I came to Doom, and I just realised the mechanics of Doom are much better. And like, there's an interesting monster roster where you kind of go like, the Doom 2 monster roster is just so well done. And there's people like Sandy Peterson saying like, oh, it was just a cash grab. We just tossed that out cynically. And it's like, but the design is impeccable. There was so much innovation there. You've got the Archvile, the Arachnotrons, the Chain Gunners, the Revenants, and they tried doing all that stuff Quake, but it just did not work half as well. Like, the Shambler is obviously aping the Archvile in the attack gesture, but they couldn't do resuscitation for some reason. I mean, they eventually got that back from Quake 2, and I thought that was rubbish there as well. But then they've got the Vor, which is trying to do the Revenant, and I mean, aesthetically, those things are awesome. Admittedly, the Fiend is a better version of the Pinky. That's mechanically interesting to fight. But the combat in Quake is just not half as interesting, and part of that is like the weapons. There is just none of the logic of the weapons and which is best for which. Oh, there's some, but it's yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling. That unlocks part of it, and that unlocks the other half. Okay, this is cool actually. I really like this mix of like that fight with the chain gunners, and I really like that slow descent because there's a kind of gotcha to it. It's like it's a fake out, right? It's like the exit door. It said exit, and that's the exit. But no, you know, I knew that there was something coming because of the plasma going up by the entrance, and then it's like, have I finished, or what's the coming? And you slowly lower, and it's like, oh man, that's a challenge. How am I going to deal with this? Real rabbit in the headlights moment. And that's hectic, but then it's interspersed with this like mowing down low levels. But that's also kind of like putting me, that's also making me think like, oh, what's next? Because it could be that I'm just mowing down like 150 zombie men, right? But could be a lot more complicated. And the anticipation of these big walls coming down, I love it. Okay, we've got... How am I going to handle this? Can I just back off? Oh, right. Weird. Set to... Push, is it? They're like... This is weird. Why those like... Am I cheesing this in a way that's not intended? I'm wondering if there are sound, which mean that none of these enemies can hear me. But if I do step in, then I fire, then they will all hear me. And I have to deal with all the sliders. It's odd. Maybe I'm just being given a helping hand, because we have had the situation before where it's like, well, many times where the door locks behind you, you know? It's like, you step in and then the challenge appears. Like, yeah, you know, like, very near the beginning when you first get into the complex from outside, you open the door and then you're immediately faced with a big slow descending wall like we've had here. But there was the door before that and it quickly closed behind you, so that there was a mechanism there to kind of shut you in and force you to deal with it. And we've had that at pretty much every turn of every major encounter, but it's conspicuously absent here. So I'm just going to save and just see if, like, taking a shot. Yes, that's fine. For some reason, there's still problems. So I think two Hell Knights coming at me, these two Revenants having line of sight of me, would have made this challenge more difficult. If I took a shot here and tried to like back out away from the problem, that could have still been an issue. I mean, I could still hide behind here, I guess. That would have been very boring, though. Okay, so... Hey, I've got the rocket launcher. Revenants tied to infighting. That's a really nice infighting. I really enjoyed that, actually. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe I should be... I mean, I'm not an incredibly good Doom player and I suffered like no damage from it, but... Oh no, okay, sorry, I misunderstood that. I thought I had to do this twice. In fact... That might be a bug, the fact that... Okay, and that opens the way further. The fact that you don't need to go up to hit these. Was that intended? Because it is more of a risk in combat to be like... If I can just get this down, go in and hit the second switch and then run back, that's much easier, much more trivial, risk-free compared to thinking that I need to wait for this to go up, so I'm kind of a sitting target, and then by the time I do that, will enemies be blocking me from getting back down? Yeah. So you do that basically because switches are infinite height, right? So that's above me, but of course I can action on it because it's okay. again, like, just I really love the progression design. It's so good. It's like you get your big hit centerpieces, you're apprehensive, and sometimes it's challenge after challenge. Sometimes you're gotcha'd, and then sometimes it's like, right, now here's this huge area you had no reason to suspect existed, and it's full of like fun, just shooting. Okay, so that opens this, and it's another room of. I think this is the last enemies. Compared to the early game where I was like continuously like going like the ammo was so tight and so well balanced, and now I'm just laughing. It's like kind of like it's great setting that thing up where you go like knowing you're going to need that stuff to deal with the cyber demon, and you know that ammo is tight, so you absolutely need that. But then even after you get that, then you get those surprise arch files on the way back, and right, that can actually can deplete you pretty quickly. And now it's like, yeah, that time has passed. Now you're okay, laughing my head off. No armor left. I can go back and get my second mega armor, can I? Well, this fight is a bit stupid. Stupid to my advantage and to my disadvantage. At some point all those imps must have blown themselves up. Okay, but I'm still doing okay with health, and there's one imp. Right, should I plasma this guy? I think we're going to plasma him. What? Okay. Wow. I'm just gonna rewind. Sorry about that. I should really say when I'm rewinding before I do it. There's a health pack there. There's a warning thing here. Sorry, I'm just gonna rewind even further. Okay, this is blocked. There's a warning sign on it, which I didn't see because of the corpse, but bunch of barrels teleported and blew up immediately. That was designed to get me to 50% health, but there was enough health to get me back anyway, and I've already lost all my armor. I would say it would feel cool to unlock a secret. I mean, I've got pretty good power at the moment, but it would feel good to unlock a secret right about now. The secret was very front-loaded, and I'm playing with stats. I've got to turn that off. I can't remember why it started doing that. But yeah, the two secrets being front-loaded, like getting an armor now would feel really good, for instance. I mean, it depends on what comes next, but Okay, so this... Pressing that switch blew this up. Ooh, okay, bit of wall running there. And then I walk up these steps and now I'm going to end up at the beginning. That's oh, I see. What does that do? It opens the way back so I can get my armour. So I can find it back. I was thinking, oh, it's a shame we're not going to get any backtracking. Because at a certain point, you know, when you go through the blue key door... Right, so if I shoot this guy... Oh no, I thought that was going to wake up everybody else. Right. Yeah, because when I went through the blue key door and it's like, there's that fake out exit, I was thinking like, I'm going down now, there's no way back. But it's good. You do get that surprise opportunity. Although it's weird that it just opens a section of wall and not this grate. That feels odd. Okay, so these guys can fight beside me. Watch out for the trees here. Doing that? Oh no, sorry, I'm rewinding that. I've been lazy with my saves. Here we go. Okay, there's... So I was thinking what's tag 66 and it's dead simple, so that would be killing, there were no magpie, killing arachnotrons triggered something? I don't know what that would have been. I'm fairly sure that was mentioned in the README, but okay, no, sorry, I reminded there to kind of go like, actually, was there something more behind this exit? Or was that me killing the cyber demon that resulted in... Okay, let's just... Oh no, okay, right, it is a dead end unless you kill him first? What? Oh, no, I just skipped the line. Okay, that's odd. That's... yeah, that's weird. You can just leave at that point. Odd. No, I don't know why the enemies were like facing away from you and asleep when you enter that area. I think it would make sense for you to be like, oh shit, I have to... It's going to be a challenge to... Actually, let's just check something. Right, yeah, okay. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, I mean, maybe I do, who knows. But the fact I can just leave these guys alone is a bit weird. Now I can... I could kill them from over here. that's it. That's me. I've 100%ed it for real. And I skipped that line def again. I think you could double that up and put them at diagonals. That's way too yeah, if you've got things that are necessary to trigger, you really don't want someone skipping by accident. Double or triple them up and put them at angles. Putting them at angles makes them far more likely to be checked. Yeah, so there was the first secret. There were those missing textures in the door jams. Or what else do people call door jams? I'm the only person who uses that word. What's the normal word that people use? Tracks? Door tracks? Yeah, anyway. Missing textures there. There's the bug of what I thought was a bug of the fact that when you go into the room where there's where you get a view onto the blue key door, you've got all those enemies there and they just can't hit you. I think that's buggy because you've got that shield, right? You can go like, you press a switch to pull down the bunker shield, and you can press another switch to put it back up. But it's kind of like that makes it seem useless because like there's no threat from the people on the other side. What else? I don't think there were any other real bugs. No other kind of like things that I thought were mistakes. I thought was awesome. Oh yeah, it was a bit weird. The last two big fights, the last two unavoidable big fights, the way you come into the room is a bit weird. I think the one with the Switch game where you do actually have to kill the enemies and you have to get into the room to fight them. I don't think that was a problem. I think it's cool to be able to kill some people off first. Although it is a bit kind of like confusing as to was this intended, because it doesn't feel right that I can just kill all these people without anybody next to them noticing. So like it feels buggy, but in terms of the gameplay, I don't think it was a problem. What did feel like a problem was the next big fight after that, the one in the room with the that was because that's quite a complex room full of all sorts of stuff, and it's kind of actually I can't really tell from the doorway. Like, I don't want to go in there because there's lost souls, there's loads of stuff in my face, and I know that all these monsters above, all these mid-tier monsters are going to get line of sight on me, and I'm not going to have line of sight on them. So yeah, you don't want to go in there. It's like, why would I do that? And in fact, as soon as you do try and take a step in, then yeah, suddenly all these people have got line of sight on you, and you've got to back off, and you can't because the door's closed behind you. That is a kind of horrible transition. And then by the time you do go in, you've basically dealt with most of the threat. And stuff like that is kind of like, it's confusing because at a certain point you get the feeling similar but worse than the previous encounter, that like you're not quite sure what you were meant to have experienced out of that. You go like, this can't be what the author intended for me to do, can it? So then you kind of like, whilst you're second guessing yourself and what you were expected to do in that situation, your mind is kind of preoccupied and elsewhere, and you can't soak things in properly, is my opinion. But no, overall, that was really awesome. Oh yeah, no. So finally, going in full sequence, recapping. After that moment, I think it's very cool that I thought I could do with some armor right now, and it's like, you know, yeah, that could be another secret. And well, as it happens, you can flick a switch and get back to the armory where there is that armor. I think maybe a decent third secret would be making backtracking a secret could have been more fun there. To kind of like, you know, just to kind of like balance that thing of like, hey, we haven't had any secrets for ages. And the final fight is just weird. Like, because apparently, I swear I read, I'm going to go back to the README. It's map 7 for Sector 666 related reasons. Right, and that's, I mean, I don't have, there is no Sector 666 entry on DoomWiki. In fact, Sector 666 as a string appears twice in the whole of the DoomWiki, and it's a map author who contributed on the Doom World Mega Project 2012, and yeah, and that's it. So there's they did map 40 Hellrena for it's the 40th and final map of Doom World Mega Project 2012. That is the only mention of Sector 666 on DoomWiki. But anyway, yes, it's map 7, so the implication is that it has something to do with you killing a certain number of when you kill the last Mancubus and when you kill the last Arachnotron, then that triggers something. But there were 3 Arachnotrons. There were no Mancubi that I can remember. Yeah, and killing the last. Well, the Arachnotrons didn't do anything. Like there was a switch puzzle in that room. You know, I had to pull down one lift to press a switch to pull down one of the platforms that one of the Arachnotrons was on to access a switch that pulls down the other platform that the remaining Arachnotron was on. I think that was the last Arachnotron, but then I have to press a switch for progression anyway. So I don't understand what that is. But at the same time, at the end, there's a kind of thing of like, well, it would make sense in this context that you would only get to leave when you kill the Cyber Demon, but actually it's entirely optional. You can just walk past him, which felt very weird. And yeah, and then there's the kind of like the fact that if you do just choose to leave, then yeah, there's that line skip bug. But no, that was really, really awesome. And like, did you say it was your first map? Mapping for 2 years, but never released a vanilla map. That's awesome. Like progression design, the momentum, the dramatic build of it, the foreshadowing. I loved it. Just really, really good. And the encounters are great. The balancing. And the fact that it was balanced until it wasn't, that takes real confidence. That's a real that's a skill. And what else was it that I thought was particularly skilled? Yeah, the backtracking specifically. Like, so the progression design was great. The loop design was great because there's things you second guess. It makes you wonder about things. And you go like, oh, when am I going to get to this place? Or I think I need to do this or do that. But then sometimes you're wrong-footed and there's options within that. But then going backwards and forwards, yeah, apart from that thing with the 3 imps, the 3 imps is ridiculous. But apart from that, I thought like all the backtracking stuff was great. It was unexpected. It was really good monster closet stuff. I was really scared of those archfiles, and no, awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers, Lily. So yeah, that was Lily's epic tech base of doom from 16th of August. What? 16th of August 2026. Okay, so it is this year. Am I? No, it was posted. It was posted It was posted on the 13th of August 2025, but edited 4 hours ago, possibly because yesterday it got posted to id Games. Let me read the end of this thread. Yeah, Lily posted on the Doomworld thread 4 hours ago. Lily's epic tech base of Doom has now found a home on id Games. For the id Games release, I fixed several bugs and balanced the combat and difficulty levels more. UV will be a bit lower on resources now and a fair bit harder. I hope you have fun. Great, awesome. So yeah, well, I do have that extra bug report, so I'll file that now. But yeah, I'll put this up to YouTube and link back to the Doomworld thread. Thanks, Lily. That's awesome. I really look forward to your future, to checking out the rest of your work. But yeah, all power to you, and thank you very much for a lovely experience. That's all for me now, so I'm going to say ciao.